peel a little bit out of that brain, because you've scaled and built some amazing businesses. I want to start with mindset in here, because we know that mindset is the key to success.
And so we just love the profession. It's a philosophy of life.
Yeah, amen.
Right? It's how you live.
Yeah.
And so it's like, we love that. And so everything just came out of love for that profession. But when we graduated, the one thing that we wanted was, I was sick and tired of choosing either a path that didn't agree with how I wanted to practice to make a lot of money. One of the most important things I learned as a coach, and I coach young men, right? And so it was, not everyone responds the same way. Chiropractors are the same way. So some like that kick in the butt. They like the competition. They want to beat everybody. Others could care less.
Keys to success is your relationship. Like the more you're aligned, the more you're congruent, the more that you guys have the same vision and common goals, the easier stuff is.
People have said, like, what's your secret? How do you cope with all of it?
Welcome to the Unstoppable CEO podcast, where we engage, equip, and empower leaders to create their next best through the mindset, skill sets, and habits. I'm Dr. Paul Reed, your host, entrepreneur, chiropractor, and coach. Each week, I sit down with world-class leaders, innovators, and visionaries to uncover the principles and practices that keep them moving forward, no matter the obstacle. Because here's the truth, being unstoppable isn't about never falling down. It's about rising up, refocusing, and taking the next bold step. So whether you're here leading a team, scaling a business, or simply pursuing personal growth, you're in the right place. Let's dive in and discover what it takes to become unstoppable.
Awesome. Hey everybody, Dr. Paul Reed, the Unstoppable CEO. Welcome back to where we're engaging, equipping, and empowering you to create your next best in life and in business. So I'm blessed and honored today to have Dr. Jason with us. Many that know him know that he's done amazing things in his career, in his life, and in business. And so I'm stoked and excited, Doc, to be able to peel a little bit out of that brain, because you've scaled and built some amazing businesses. And we know, I want to start with mindset in here, because we know that mindset is the key to success. But let's give the crowd a little bit about your background and your history and your story, and a few of the tidbits and things you've created. You just shared with the crowd on the stage a little bit. So
thanks for this opportunity.
No,
I love it. Like I said on the stage, it's so nice to be just dipped in philosophy, as we say, and kind of around your peers. But Vanessa and I are both chiropractors, right? We started in 2004. We were entrepreneurs a little bit before that. Okay. And so I think we had a little advantage going into opening our practice. Like, it was never a question of what we were going to do after we graduated. It was, let's open our own practice, let's build it, let's make it successful. Building the franchise was never in the, in the cards. Kind of evolved, but so we love the profession. We're both, Vanessa's father is a prominent chiropractor, and her grandfather was a great chiropractor, and so it's multi-generation. Our son now is a chiropractor, awesome. And so we just love the profession. It's a philosophy of life.
Yeah, amen.
Right? It's how you live, and so it's like, we love that, and so everything just came out of love for that profession. But when we graduated, the one thing that we wanted was, I was sick and tired of choosing either a path that didn't agree with how I wanted to practice to make a lot of money, or to go the philosophical route and not make the living that we wanted to. We like the finer things in life. Like we like to travel with our kids,
as we should,
drive fun cars and live in good houses. So, but I'm not going to compromise my value system to get there. So we chose both. So we decided to start, how do we teach chiropractors? We built our practice, great. We were living the life of our dreams, and said, let's replicate this. Let's teach other people to do it. And so people started to experience the same success that we did, and it just kind of took on a lot. 1 turned to 5, turned to 20, turned to 60. Next thing you know, it's like, we're franchisers, right? I'm not even a chiropractor anymore. I feel like I'm a business guy.
Owner.
So which I love. I love the business side of it. And so that software evolved from that. It was a patient who was brilliant, and I said, I see a lot of weaknesses in software in this profession. So things like that just evolve and come out of it, because it's what you do. People would always ask, how do you build your practice? How do you get kids? I'm a football coach. I know you're a football guy. And so they're like, how do you get everyone to come into your practice? Like, how do you not? When you see a kid take a hit, right, and you really aren't going to tell his parents, like, let's check it.
And you own and believe in the subluxation pattern. What happens?
Of course. So it's like, how could you not say that to that mom or daughter? So people that grow practices grow them organically, because it's who they are. I'm not worried about what someone thinks. If you say, I'm not coming in, that's crazy. Well, that's up to you, right? But I can't believe that you would think that way. So
what would you say is the number one mindset thing that you adopted as you grew, like knowing all the pain points and the suffering, all the discomfort that comes with hundreds of employees and all those things? Like, what is the mindset that you feel like you had to adopt, and it could have been learned? Like, and mine, when I did my multiples too, is like I kept learning like every pain point. Like, all right, knucklehead, you just learned that. Now apply and modify and grow
daily.
again.
You know, I think you just have to embrace the process and know you're going to have those dips, as they say. But you understand that when you're doing the right thing and you're doing it in a way that you know is what's right, you continue to do so and things will work out. Now, that being said, sometimes, to your point, you did the wrong thing. Right? And you have to learn from that, and sometimes it's reversing course. But it's never getting too down. It's never getting too high. It's just realizing that roller coaster, that's the proverbial, meme and different things like that. It's true. Right? It's dips that are like, they're hard to get through. They're emotional. And when you can't afford your rent or your mortgage early on, I get why people
Payroll,
are at their wits' end.
Yes.
Right? So the challenges change, but the responsibility is there when you have hundreds of employees and different things like that. So I think I just learned, you know what, be resilient, never lose your focus, and things will work out if you continue to really do what you believe in.
Awesome.
Hey, Dr. Paul here. If you're enjoying this episode, give us a follow, check us out on social, and see the show notes for more information on how to connect with me.
Yeah, and so again, to your point, it took that coaching mentality, that coaching skill. So of that, what do you think is like a leadership skill that leveraged you to be able to grow and help those people, something that you
One of the most important things I learned as a coach, and I coach young men, right? And so it was, not everyone responds the same way. And so my coaching style, because I, as a player, wanted someone to grab me by the face mask and yell and shake, and it made me mad, and I would go out and do it. Then I started to see some kids buckle on that, right? They cry, they quit, they don't even want to play. Chiropractors are the same way. So some like that kick in the butt. They like the competition. They want to beat everybody. Others could care less, right? They're just like, I don't know what that is.
I didn't sign up for that.
Yes. So I think you have to adapt your coaching style to individual people. Otherwise, you'll never connect with 75% of the market.
I had a crazy story about that. So I had the same thing. I had a doc, one of my clinics, somebody exited unexpectedly, right? So next man up, right? So I grabbed this doc. He's been up there a couple of weeks. I'm like, bro, you know what? And I would always bring him back to my main clinic for training on Fridays, just to sharpen the tool and et cetera before they're up there in the week. So they were closed on Fridays. Like, you know what, man? Our shifts are a little quiet today. Like, let's go back up, take some cards, go around to the businesses, introduce yourself. Hey, I'm Dr. John. I'm right around the corner. Anytime you need a service, I'm here. We're here and excited to serve. And it stressed. So I got a funny feeling just by his response. I went up to my wife, I think he's going to quit. And 30 minutes later, I got an email like, I'm out. And it's because I did exactly that. Like, he was not ready for the, let's go. It's like he needed the passive, like I needed to coach him. So I'd been there and done that.
And it takes a while to learn that as a leader.
Because
100%. I thought everyone
was like you. It's like, and no. And so, and I'm sure you with Vanessa, like Heidi was my, having predominantly female employees was my voice of communication with those.
Vanessa's the analytical mind of our, so like I create and she makes that happen or tells me that's stupid. So and that's important.
Parallel lives,
so that's important to have. Otherwise, that balances everything. So
all the details you see here, it's my wife, it's not me.
She like Heidi, she'll take a risk, but she knows too when to be like that's not the time for that now. Or that's not, maybe you should look at it this way. Not many people will check me like Vanessa will. And so,
but it's good that you guys. So one of my founding keys to success is your relationship. Like the more you're aligned, the more you're congruent, the more that you guys have the same vision and common goals, the easier stuff is. And so her ability to say, "Hey, dude, no, we're not doing that now because it's not aligned with what we said."
Well, people have said like, "What's your secret? How do you cope with all of it?" Honestly, Vanessa and I enjoy wine. Every night we sit down with a glass of wine and we break down the day. And we always know our goals are the same thing. We both want to get to this level. Some days are tears, other days are toasting, but at the same day, we know we're on the same team, and it's the 100%. Two people that can kind of connect with people and be like, okay, let's refocus, or good for us, or man,
we need to course correct.
Yes. And so I need that moment to break down everything. It's like a post shift.
It's a blessing that you guys have that, because so many coaching men, like so many don't have that. I say I use the C3s. You should every day connect, communicate, and collaborate with your wife.
Absolutely.
And so that's exactly what you guys are doing. So awesome, brother.
Yeah, we're blessed to have that.
That's awesome. So again, so just not take too much time, but in your rhythms of developing that, what are some of the habits that you had to incorporate for growing and scaling? Because not like there's limited bandwidth
Yep.
and limited skill sets.
Yep.
And, you know, I know that there's certain habits that I had to incorporate to be able to do some of the things which weren't even close to what you've done. So just share some of the habits or rhythms that you had to find and develop to grow.
I mean, I think I have a work ethic that I'll outwork anybody.
Cool.
And so, and I like it, right? So it's not like I can make myself work. That's not the case. Like, I love to get up every morning. I love to process, goal set, all the things that are important.
Yeah.
But I don't do it because someone told me to. I do that because I enjoy doing it. Right? When people say, "Why are you working on the golf course? Why are you working on the weekend?" Because I enjoy it. Right? So I don't want to go home and miss an email. Like, it's important to me to get that. So as I phase out now more and more, and this is a hard phase for us because I'm working less than I ever have. We're starting to create other businesses. So entrepreneurs need to create. But I think we're just
and I think, again, faith-based, we're designed to create, right? We're creators. We're supposed to create on different levels and different responsibilities for people, but we're
now we have our voice too, so I'm like, let's create something dynamic with our voice. Right? I want to do something. One's a chiropractor, two to be determined, but I want to create something special because as tight as my relationship is with Vanessa, equally with my 3 kids, and so we're a tight family. And so I'm just blessed on many levels, but we work on those relationships, right?
You have to. I heard once that relationships are always under repair, and that's part of the connecting and communicating, being authentic
100%.
and transparent
100%.
with not only your bride, with your kids.
Absolutely.
Good job, or hey, can I give you some advice? First. Ask for
that
permission first, right?
Yes. And we have that relationship where they'll listen, right?
Yeah.
So that's great.
Similar scenario. My son's about ready to get done.
I listen.
Dude, my kid is way smarter than me, and
mine too.
And I'm gonna have to check myself when we do his 2.0. Like, all right, Dad, check the ego.
Seeing him go through, like I said on my talk, it's tough because it's going to be okay. Like, you're having a bad day.
Nobody showed up today at the office. They'll be there tomorrow.
You're doing extraordinary things, but to him, and he probably feels a tremendous amount of pressure of I need to create this great practice. Everyone's staring at me watching. So it's a lot of just checking his expectations to be like, you're doing fine. Right? Go
he's
home,
doing phenomenal based on what you said. And get ready for that baby.
He's doing fantastic. He really is.
So what's next? I mean, you kind of hinted at it right there. Is it? Do you got something that is a passion project? I don't know if you read the book. I think it's Bob Buford, Halftime. Have you read that book? Yeah. So you're kind of in that season, right? Same thing. Like, success now. What's something of significance?
I don't think I'll ever step in as like the head person anymore in operations. But I want to more create and let that happen. Vanessa and I are working on an app that's like a data integration app that would be able to pull data from, let's say, QuickBooks, your marketing company, your EHR system, and allow you to have the stats that are going to be important. People don't know their numbers.
Oh, dude.
And so
being in the coaching space, 90-some% of docs.
But if every month those people that you're coaching got a list of graphs saying,
here's your margins.
Be careful of this, right? Right. You're losing money on your supplements.
Your payroll expense is way too high for that much volume.
And allow them to ask a question just of the software. Do I need to hire an associate? Well, no, you don't right now.
And the margins aren't there.
Yes. So I think we're kind of working on compiling data for chiropractors that can make decisions that are going to help them build their practice.
That's awesome.
And allow coaches to best utilize that data to help them and answer questions. So that's kind of what we're working on now.
Cool. Well, thank you, Brett. So where can people find you, man, if they want to seek out? Where are you at?
I'm kind of hidden right now, but so Java Consulting is the new name of the company, and so we're just launching that. And so we're getting out in that and get going. Cool. So I'll be out and around, but Java Consulting, JAVA, is where you find me.
Like coffee then?
Yeah, like coffee. And I know that's you. So.
Coffee shop.
Like coffee, right? So it was either Java or Vina. Right? So.
I love it. Cool. So, well, brother, thank you so much. I appreciate you being here.
It's my pleasure, man. I really appreciate finally getting here. So thank you for the opportunity.
Awesome. Yeah, cool. Thank you. All right, everybody. Another episode of The Unstoppable CEO, engaging and equipping you to become your next best. Hey, thank you for tuning in this episode of the Unstoppable CEO podcast. I hope you're walking away inspired and equipped with new insights to fuel your journey. Remember, unstoppable leaders don't wait for permission. They take massive action, build habits, and create their next best. If today's conversation added value to your life, share this episode with a fellow CEO or leader who needs it. And don't forget to subscribe so you never miss any chance to grow with us, and check out our show notes or podcast subscription for resources to connect with me and take your life and business to the next level. Until next time, stay focused, stay faithful, and keep moving forward to become unstoppable.